Hello, everyone. Welcome back. My name is Olunifi Adeyemi, and I'm going to be helping you today and introducing you to our social media marketing courses. So, we're going to get started. There's actually quite a bit of content on this video, and I'll show you an opportunity on how to actually get some more content and more help with our enhanced videos and our bundles of classes that we're going to be rolling out. So, like I mentioned, my name is Neefee for short, and Eefee is how you would pronounce my name. And I am the owner of My Biz Gold and My Hair Gold. So, I have a hair company and I also help business owners in the beauty, hair, media, and lifestyle industries and help them in the areas of digital marketing, which social media marketing is one of them. And I am very honored to be partnering with Stylish Solutions to provide you this help that many people have been asking for when it comes to how to brand your business and how to market online, how to sell online. So this particular course is going to be social media marketing, and you can see a little picture of me that I'm actually going to remove, and then we can go further into everything. So, like I mentioned, my name is Olunifi Adeyemi, but the short version is Neefee. So, uh, I make it easier for you. It's you can watch the other video to get a little bit more background about the name. But I did already make a video on setting up your Facebook and Instagram for you. That was the first free video. And so you can see my nice logos over here. And the first one I made was for My Hair Gold. And then I went ahead and made one similar for My Biz Gold so that I can brand that as well. But the goal is definitely to help people like you who are starting your business, your online beauty store, and you might have other businesses that you're connecting with it, or you're a stylist. So I'm here to help you. My email is on the bottom there, hello and myhairgold.com. That is for if you want one-on-one services with me, whether it's one-on-one consultation or services, and that's an upgrade. So if you have any particular questions about these webinars and videos, go ahead and post them on Stylist Solutions Facebook page, and someone will answer you there, whether it's myself or somebody else that can help you, because you're probably not the only one that has the question. Okay, so a little background of me. I've been teaching for many years. I said 5 in the last one. I'm like, it might have been more than that because I taught for 4 years at my city, working with small business owners and closely with our economic development uh, group, where we would help small business owners in starting their business, learning how to do digital marketing, social media marketing, website design, email marketing, and then video marketing as well. So we had a digital media lab where people could come in, shoot videos. We had interns finally helping them edit, because I used to do all of it, edit and photography. Then we started getting some help. So it was great because I have a master's in multimedia communication. So I also have a team of people that I work with that can help produce that content. So excited about that. So let's get right into it. What is social media marketing? I know most people probably already know, right? That, you're trying to sell your product online or promote your product. But I just took this definition on from Wikipedia because I like to start right from the top. And so we are all on the same foundation. So it just says that social media marketing is the use of social media platforms and websites to promote a product or service. On a strategic level, social media marketing includes the management of a marketing campaign, governance, setting the scope, and the establishment of a firm's desired social media culture and tone. And I think the last sentence is really important, culture and tone. And that has a lot to do with branding that we'll be sharing and talking about in the future as well. So let's get right into it. Where is your audience? Where do you need to set up your social media accounts? there are so many different platforms, from Facebook to Instagram to Pinterest to LinkedIn is even a social media account, Twitter, Reddit, anywhere where people are gathered, communicating, talking, sharing content, sharing images, videos, and able to create their own space is really where social media is. But let's look at where most people are so we can get a good idea. You really want to figure out where your target audience is, and then that's where you want to focus in on. So here's some stats for Facebook, and about 7 in 10 US adults use Facebook. So it's definitely the most popular of all social media platforms. And there is, I'm sure these numbers were from 2018 or 2017 probably, so they're probably higher by now, but about 1.3 billion active users daily, 1.2 billion mobile users daily. That's big to think about how people are viewing your content on mobile. And on average, the user spends about 20 minutes a day on Facebook. And then on average, the highest traffic is midweek between 1 and to 3 p.m. On Thursdays and Fridays, engagement is 18% higher. So this, you can see the link where I got the information from, and this is based on the research that is widely and publicly available. Then there's Instagram. Instagram is very huge right now. And at the time that this was done, it had about 800 million users and 500 million active users. And they spent also about 20 minutes a day on Instagram on average. And the average number of times a user opens and closes their Instagram app in a day is 54. And I believe it because I know I'm always opening my Instagram and seeing what's going on. And another stat is 59% of Instagram users are between the ages of 18 and 29 years old. And 30% of all US social media users are on Instagram. And one thing to note is it transcends income. Also transcends race and gender. So there is a lot of people on Instagram, and if you're looking for a younger demographic, that might be the place for you. So one of the things that we're going to talk about is which platforms to use, and we already mentioned that Facebook continues to be the most widely used social media platform with 79% of American internet users. So based on a total population, 68% of US adults are on Facebook. Okay. So that's a lot. So what I wanted to say was that we're going to focus on Instagram and Facebook. And the reason we can talk about them both together is that Facebook owns Instagram. Facebook also owns WhatsApp, but Facebook owns Instagram. So they're connected and there's things that you can do together, setting it up. So it makes more sense to start with those two than try to start with a whole different platform. There are some other ones, like Pinterest is really big in the beauty and hair industry. And if you have the time and the know-how and the ability, you can do that. But do you need to start every single social media site right now off the bat? I would say no, because I do think it could be overwhelming. You want to really get a handle on the ones you have started and be successful in those before you really branch out. So my Instagram is actually a little bit more popular than my Facebook, and I'll show you that. I started off with Instagram. I think I have a little bit over 3,000 followers. I launched my business at the end of November, of last year, but I started Instagram around August of last year just to build up before I did my launch. So a few months before I actually started selling anything, I was on Instagram on that particular new page. And then you have to have a Facebook business page in order to have an Instagram business page. So that's why I have one. And I basically automatically share everything that I post on Instagram is shared to my Facebook. And it's not as I get a lot more engagement on Instagram. So we'll talk about why that could be later. So I do want to be honest and tell you guys that building an audience on social media takes time, patience, knowledge, consistency, or money if you have the right if you have the money to hire someone to do it. But do you really need to do that? Because you still need to know the knowledge of who to hire, what they're doing, make sure they're doing it right. And I think the best way to really connect with your audience is to try to do it as much yourself as possible. There might be some areas where you may need some design made, or if you're getting to the point where you just don't have the time and you're really doing something else and you have the money, then yes, some companies do have social media, social marketing managers and digital marketing managers and directors that help them with that, right? But I think right now, if you're just starting off and the budget doesn't fit, you can definitely go ahead and keep working on it yourself. I do offer social media audits where I can go and look and see where you're at, what your page is, how your page is doing, how engaged your followers are, what type of content you're posting. So you can email me if you're interested in that, and we can go forward with that. Now, if you want to personally know how your page or somebody else's page is doing, there are actually engagement calculators out there that you can just put in your handle, and it will show you how many followers and what the engagement average is. So for the average likes that you get per post and the average comments that you get per post, it'll tell you your percentage. Now, this one is one of my pages I used to be more active on. And I know myself as, when I think of a name, I grab it, and I was in the makeup industry for many years before I went into hair, but I had the opportunity to start with the hair business. So I'm starting with that now, and I'll be back in the beauty and makeup soon. But so Sweeter Juice Beauty was one of the names that I saw was available, and been looking for it, and it wasn't available when I first saw Sweeter Juice. It was like a wine company that had the domain. As soon as I saw it was available, I kept checking every year. I grabbed it up. So on this page, I post a lot of melanin beauties and inspirational beauty content. So I wanted to see how it was doing. Now, 4.33% engagement at the time is pretty good. When people look for influencers, you're actually looking for them to be at anywhere between 1% to 2%. And the micro influencers can be about 9 or 10% because they have not as many followers, but they're more highly engaged. But if you go to like Kim Kardashian's page or, some other Kylie Jenner's page, they're not going to be any more higher than, around this. And I think the last time I checked, one of them was like 2% or something, but they have such a high number of followers, and their responses and comments are high, but the percentage isn't going to be much higher. So you want to look at the percentage of comments people are getting and posts, not just the followers. And we know there's a huge thing about fake followers. And does that really help if you're trying to sell products and and have an engaging audience? No. So I would definitely not encourage anyone to purchase followers, try to get fake followers in any way, shape, or form. Now, there are some apps that will help you automate your responses or comment on pages. And, I don't think Instagram is a fan of that, but, I've seen some people use it. I personally engage my own self. If I'm going to be engaging, I'm going to make my own comments and, respond back and look at other pages and like other stuff myself. And that's how I built this page, Sweeter Juice Beauty, at almost 10K at the time. So it was just doing my own engagement. I think in the first couple of months, I built most of that followers. So it can be done. When you have the right content, you understand your target audience, you can definitely reach out. And I believe that when I get back to that and start a product line, it's just going to be like my people, they're waiting, So let's talk about one of the biggest things that happens or that is important, especially on Instagram, and that is understanding hashtags. And like I mentioned before in the other video, hashtags could be a whole class in itself. So we are going to talk about go into detail about category specific hashtags in the enhanced classes. But I want to talk to you about your branded hashtag. So what is a branded hashtag? That is the hashtag that you use for your particular business. You want to be consistent in using that. So my company name is My Hair Gold. So what's my hashtag? Hashtag My Hair Gold. And for me, it works because I want other people to tag me in their pictures of My Hair Gold. And a little is them saying, this is My Hair Gold. So in my bio, I have my hashtag, tag us, hashtag My Hair Gold. And in all of my posts, most of them, in my caption, I use my hashtag, My Hair Gold, with the pound sign. That's what the hashtag is. And I try not to use too many other hashtags in my caption. And we'll talk about where to post that, but it's pretty much in the comments. You use the other ones, and we'll talk more in details about that. But you want to create a branded hashtag so that your content stands out, and it can be, you can find things like when I do giveaways, I might have a giveaway with another company. So I'm using My Hair Gold, X, which is times or whatever the company name is. And it's easier for me to find. You also can use hashtags to find other popular search items. And, if you look up, hair extensions or any of the products that Stylish Solutions has on their page, whether it's the Main Choice or Mielle Organics, you'll see how many people are using those hashtags and how popular they are. So I'm going to try to look at my phone and go through some of that in a little bit after I go through this presentation for you. Okay. So we're just wrapping up, and then we can go on to my phone. But before we get into that, I want to talk a little bit about what's in it for you and the other classes that we're going to be rolling out and offering you. And we're going to start with a 3-part series in social media marketing. The first one is going to be understanding, your branded content and where your audience is. Then we're going to be looking at content is king, like how to actually create your content, and then also how to sell, because that's the key. Everybody wants to know, how am I going to actually sell my products online? So some of the things we're going to be talking in the class is going to be determining your business goals, where's your audience, how to grow real and engaged followers. We're going to continue the discussion on hashtags, branded, we talked about that already, and category specific, and we'll still continue. Algorithm, understanding why your posts aren't shown to everybody that follows you, and how you can increase that engagement and that likelihood of somebody that follows you actually seeing your post. And the content, so choosing, creating, and sharing your content. How are you creating it? How to create it? What kinds of content to look? What the layout should look and the aesthetics should look like? And the power of video. Video is very powerful. So we want to encourage you to take advantage of the videos that Stylish Solutions offers and create your own as well. And of course, selling on social media. How are we actually going to convert these sales? Because there is, a lot behind it, because when people are on social media, they're engaged or inspired, and it can be used for selling, but you have to know how to do it, and you have to know why people are on there and how to reach your target audience. And then with that comes in working with influencers. So what kind of influencers, how many followers do they need? Do you need a contract? Are you paying them? Are you giving them free product? Are they getting half off? We'll talk about that. And then social media ads, because that's going to increase your opportunity to reach your target audience, and how to write the content for your ad, the copy, the title, what images and what options you have. And of course, analytics, because you want to be able to measure how you're doing and improve it and get better as you go. Okay. So I am going to attempt to show you guys my phone, and sometimes it takes a while for it to actually show. So let's see if this will actually work. Oh, it did. That was not too bad. Okay, so you guys can see, you guys will be able to see my phone. Okay, so let's go to Instagram so I can show you a few things. So let me cancel this out and show you my page. So this is my page right here. Let's see if I can make this any bigger. Okay, so this is my Instagram page on my phone. And as you can see what I said about my hashtag, if you can look on my bio, that I say tag us, and I use my hair gold. Okay, and then I've also got some links on here. And Linktree is a link that you can use to have multiple links. So I've got my hair gold page, my hair care gold page, which has all of my wonderful hair products that Stylish Solutions has offered me through a website that I've branded through them, and also my Facebook group and so forth. So let's look and see. If you go down here and this search icon right here, and then you can see some tags here. So let's see. I'm going to go to, like, let's do makeup, for example. If you just type it in, you'll be able to see how popular some of these hashtags are, right? And I am my hair gold. So I can see I've used my hair gold 545 times. I don't have 545 posts. That means other people have been using it and trying to get my attention for me. When I had my other page, I showed you Sweeter Juice Beauty, I was like in 5,000, 6,000, 7,000. I mean, it was a lot of people using my hashtag, and they still do. And I haven't even posted in a while because I'm trying to focus on the hair business. I try to focus on one product service at one product business at a time, and then this teaching is something I'm passionate about, so I'm never going to stop helping people, so I just got to keep going. So that's, you can see how, let's look at my Elle Cosmetics. My Elle Organics has 57.6 posts. So whenever you post their product, you want to use their hashtag as well, because people come on and it's like using a Google search. They're going to come in, put that in, and search for the post. So I can click on here and see the different posts that have also used my organics hashtag. And then you can also see some related hashtags on top and get some ideas of which ones you can also use. Now there's two different categories you're going to see here. You're going to see the top and you're going to see recent. Okay. So how do you get on top? We'll talk more about that, but there is a way that you could actually be on the top. And there is a way to pick certain hashtags that you're more likely to be on the top than not. And then the recent is going to be based on the chronological order of who is actually using the hashtags. Okay. So that's just a little bit about hashtagging. We have a lot more to cover, so I definitely encourage you to join us in our enhanced courses. We have some bundle deals that we'll be sharing with you and rolling out. So keep in touch and let us know what you think, what questions you would love to be answered. And I am excited to work with you all and help you all get to your goals. I'm really, really excited about that. So that's all for today. Have a wonderful day.